quick thanks to the video sponsors OneFootball. It's the best football app out there and you can download it for free via the link in the top line of the description. They are now also official partners with Leeds United, which means any breaking news will come directly to you if you've got the app. You can also keep up to date with fixtures, results, league positions and much more. So if you like football, get OneFootball. Thank you and enjoy the video.
And welcome back to the Celebrity Leeds United edition of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Last night we saw Adam Pope and Noel Whelan left on a £32,000 question with 4 lifelines remaining. So we're just going to get straight back into it. Let's welcome out Adam Pope and Noel Whelan.
We feel we're in a good place, don't we, Adam?
Certainly do. I think this is where you'll see where that pre-season has come in. Working
where
around
the big players shine, isn't it, on the big stage?
I think so, and I think you brought me on that way well, Whelan. I think working around Bielsa for a few years, like we have done.
Yeah,
we go the distance here.
Experience.
No burnout.
Noel's still on that 5-a-side pitch from last night.
Hey, I was Pablo, man. I was megging before.
he was saying to me on the phone, Pub, he was like, I'm there nutmegging people. I'm like, Brian Pablo had a right game. I'm like,
just put out of a game now, mate. I'm telling you, they're still looking, trying to find that ball.
Right then, we'll get straight back into it. Here's your question for £32,000. Who scored the most goals for Leeds United in a season since 1992? Is it A, Mark Viduka, B, Jermaine Beckford, C, Ross McCormack, or D, Chris Wood?
It's got to be D, has it not?
Well, Chris Wood got 30.
30 won it that season.
This is all competitions, by the way.
All competitions.
In a single season since 1992.
What were the answers again, sorry?
A, Mark Viduka, B, Jermaine Beckford, C, Ross McCormack, or D, Chris Wood?
See, Viduka didn't get that as many as that.
No.
Top flight.
No.
McCormack got on a roll, didn't he, that year? When he got 4 at Chelsea.
They were my two, I think.
Yeah.
Were Ross McCormack and Chris Wood. I still think it's Chris Wood, though, with 31.
I'm thinking it, certainly in terms of league, because I remember we might have to take a lifeline on this now.
Yeah.
What do you think?
What do you want? 50-50?
I think it's Wood as well.
Do you want to Google?
Ooh. Most goals all actually, yeah, Google, because then we'll get it bang on them, won't we?
You've only got 30 seconds, I may add.
Google. We want to Google.
Yeah.
You want to use your Google lifeline on this question?
Yes, we do.
Okay, you've got 30 seconds to Google the answer. Starting now.
Okay. Since when? Most goals?
Since 1992. Time up, puppy. Phone down, please. 30 seconds up. I'm assuming that did not help much.
Didn't help much, no.
Well, you've got 3 lifelines remaining.
Oh, you just wasted a Google, Adam.
It didn't really come up with what I wanted.
This is where it's important using your lifelines.
I know. Do you want to...
You've got 50-50. Ask the audience / followers or phone a friend.
How about... I think we should just... I think we should check. I think we should do... What about the audience, mate? Do you think they'd know?
I can't believe you made a a mess of this one, Adam, on the Google. I mean,
didn't list them how I wanted them. Like,
well, did it not say like goals each year?
I said top scorer, Leeds player since 1992, and it just went into like all-time top scorers. So that's rubbish. What about? Let's think about it, mate. So he got 30 or 31. I think it was 30.
Yeah.
Another goal.
I'm not sure whether Ross McCormack scored more than 30 in a season.
I'm not in all comps.
I'm in all competitions.
He got to
No.
29. And Beckford? I don't know. Beckford might have done. Should we 50-50 it? Or
50-50 it, yeah, 50-50 it. Let's do it.
You want to use your 50-50 lifeline, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, computer, take away 2 wrong answers, leaving the right answer and 1 wrong answer. You are left with A, Mark Viduka, and B, Jermaine Beckford.
Well, it's obviously Beckford, then, isn't it? No.
Yes.
So Beckford, that year that Beckford got Leeds promoted that's the one.
That was the one then, wasn't it?
Jermaine Beckford, Lewis. Final answer, Jermaine Beckford.
The right answer, you got £32,000. Well done.
32 grand, my man.
Excellent. Good. Took a bit of doing.
5 questions remaining, 2 lifelines remaining. Here's your question for £64,000. Before Alan Smith became a footballer for Leeds United, he was the champion of what? A, chess, B, ping pong, C, BMX, or D, spelling?
I think it's BMX. I'm sure I can picture him in a BMX helmet.
Anyway, no, I don't know. I really don't know. Where have you seen him in BMX helmet?
I don't know. I'm just. There's something that's standing out in my mind. I don't know.
So he was a champion, like a world champion, or like
Chess or spelling. Let's be honest, we're football players. That's not happening.
Patrick Bamford can play 5 instruments and talk 3 languages. That means
He's from like a big intelligent family. I mean, look the way.
Did you sort of? I mean, he was sort of back end of the 90s coming through. So did you cross paths at all?
No. I mean, what age is he now, Alan Smith? I'm 46.
Yeah, he's a bit younger than you, isn't he? So.
And I was like, I was doing my BMXing back then.
Right.
And it was kind of like big on the thing, so I won a couple of trophies, but I was never like I don't see him playing chess. He was far too aggressive at chess. I see BMX.
Well, we've got
final answer C.
Yeah, BMX.
if you'd have said A, chess, you'd have been wrong.
One out of the way.
If you said D, spelling, you'd have been wrong.
Come on.
If you'd have said B, ping pong, you'd have been wrong. It is indeed C, BMX.
Where did you get that from?
I told you I know stupid things about tsunamis and tectonic plates and obviously BMX and Smudger. So, you know, I'm useful for some stupid stuff.
That's
well
amazing.
done. Very good answer. Very good answer.
And we saved lifelines.
You are now in a position where you've got 4 questions left and 2 lifelines. Here's your question then. For £125,000. Who scored Leeds United's most recent Champions League goal? A, Rio Ferdinand. B, Alan Smith. C, Don Matteo. Or D, Eric Bakker.
So it is.
Well,
it's 3-0.
Don was Samsero.
Yeah, no, it's Deportivo La Coruña is the game. I'm thinking.
Wasn't that?
Because in the semi, they drew at home 0-0 with Valencia and got back.
Yeah.
Didn't score away. So it's the Deportivo La Coruña game, isn't it? Before that, which was they lost 2-0 away, but they won 3-0 at home. And Rio Ferdinand definitely scored in that. But I think Bakker did as well.
Yeah, but
Who got the last one? So it's
Alan Smith, Eric Bakker, Rio Ferdinand.
Dom. It's definitely not Dom because he's on 0.
Yeah, it wasn't Dom.
It's. I think.
So you're saying Rio scored in that game?
Yeah, I think Bakker did, and then Smith might. I wasn't around at the time.
So it's the last goal that was scored. So it's the third goal on that night.
Yeah, I remember. So gosh, God, I've heard them a million times as well. Do the ask the audience know?
Or we could try and phone a friend.
Yeah, who would? So someone.
Dom Matteo. I can ring Dom.
So literally just pick someone who's on the pitch. Very smart.
Exactly.
You don't get smarter than that. Right, so we're going to give Dom a ring. Hopefully he picks up. And hopefully he knows the answer for you. Here we go.
Hello?
Hello, is that Dom?
It is, yes.
Hi, it's Lewis from a celebrity at Leeds United edition of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You alright?
You're all right.
I'm good, mate. You?
Thanks.
Good. So I'm with Adam Pope and Noel Whelan. They're stuck.
Hey, Dom.
They're stuck on the £125,000 question.
Bring it in, big fella. Bring
Come on,
it in.
Dom.
They're saying bring it in. They need your help.
Not just a hero in the San Siro.
The next voice you'll hear is Noel's.
Yeah.
He'll read you the question and the 4 possible answers. You've got 30 seconds to help them out. Is that right?
Yeah, no problem.
Your 30 seconds starts now.
Dom, who's the last Leeds United player to score the most recent Champions League goal? Is it A, Rio Ferdinand, B, Eric Bakker, C, yourself, Dominic Matteo, or D, Alan Smith?
I know this one because I obviously played the game. And I'm going to go for A, Rio Ferdinand. Final answer.
Thank you, Dom. Thank you.
Cheers,
Dom.
Your instinct was Rio Ferdinand. Dom
Yeah.
has said Rio Ferdinand. What's your final answer?
I think we're going to go with the big man, Rio Ferdinand.
Rio Ferdinand, captain on the night. Yes.
Final answer.
Final answer.
You just won £125,000.
Get in, Dom. Good lad.
Well in, Dom.
Dom Matteo. Right, so £250,000.
Oh, it's getting tasty now, isn't it? It's getting tasty.
One lifeline left as well. Which former Leeds United manager handed a €50 note to travelling supporters in a pre-season tour in Slovenia?
I know it.
A. Thomas Christiansen, B. Neil Warnock, C. Brian McDermott, or D. Simon Grayson?
C. Brian McDermott, nailed on Whelan. Tap in. It's Brian McDermott. C, yeah. No going back. That's 250 grand.
You just won £250,000.
In there. Didn't even go on the tour.
Tense
This
now.
is shooter's tour.
It's tense now. 2 questions left. 2 questions from a million. 1 lifeline remaining. For £500,000. Leeds United's all-time record victory in a competitive match is currently what? A, 6-0. B, 8-1. C, 10-0. Or D, 12-0.
I think, no, it's C, and I think it's against Lynn Oslo. I think it's the 10. Go first. because I went to Santa Cristina and I saw them beat FC Gardenia 16-0.
Yeah, but is this in a proper game
match?
like?
Yeah.
And that was a European game in the sort of 70s era. Just give us the scores again, Lewis.
6-0, 8-1, 10-0, or 12-0.
I know there was an 8-1 in 1930 against Crystal Palace.
It was definitely a 10, and it was in the Lorimer era, under Reeve and all that, against Lynn Oslo in the European game. I think it was like an early round of the first cup. No, absolutely, I really am. And it was a competitive game.
There's a lot riding on this. There's a lot riding on this.
10 past.
There was also an 8-0 against Leicester City in 1930 as well, I think. I'm sure there was.
Palace.
There was 8-1 Palace, which is 1934.
Really?
Yeah. There was an 8-1 against Crystal Palace in 1934. Yeah, I think it was. No, 1930. 1930. 34 was the Leicester 8-0.
Right. No, they definitely put 10 past Lynn Oslo. Sure that's the record victory.
Is that one of the answers at 10-0?
Yeah, 10. They definitely put 10. And it was a competitive game. I really, really think this is it. I think it's Lynn Oslo 10.
It wasn't like a pre-season friendly or anything like that.
It was a European game, I think. Like eight's not doing it. It's not 12. No, it's not 12.
No, I didn't think it was 12. I knew there was a couple of 8s, and I knew one was v Palace and one was v Leicester, and there was an 8-1 v Palace and an 8-0 v Leicester, and that was in the 1930s.
What's the 12? What's the 12 thing? What's that?
No idea what that is. I don't think it's 12. I really don't.
See, when I did that pre-season game and it was like against this pub team, I can't remember if going past 12 was a new, when they got to 16 or 13 was a new record, or whether
pre-season don't count though, does it? It's got to be a competitive match.
So I can definitely think of a 10, a double figures in a competitive game, but I can't think of a 12 now. It's 12 0.
Okay, well let's rule 12 out then.
Yeah, and it's 12-0 you say, Lewis, not 12-1, 12-0. Mate, why have I got 10 is sticking big time in my head.
I know there was an 8-1, you know there was a 10-0.
Definitely double figures, no, definitely.
Okay, then I think we should just go with yours then.
All right, final answer, 10-0.
He says final answer, 10-0. Yeah. The right answer will be revealed after the break. Don't go anywhere.
Give over!
And welcome back to the Celebrity Leeds United edition of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Before the break, we left Noel Whelan and Adam Pope on the £500,000 question. It was Leeds United's all-time record victory in a competitive match is what? The options were A, 6-0, B, 8-1, C, 10-0, or D, 12-0. Pope was adamant. Constantly, he's seen 10-0. He's seen 10-0. Noel was debating whether it was 8, going back to the 1930s. They ruled out 12. And then Pope locked in 10-0 for £500,000. The right answer is C, 10-0. You've got £500,000.
Shot the big time roll.
You're the man.
The £1 million question. One lifeline remaining as well. Which former Leeds United player currently holds the club record for most goals scored in a single season? A. John Charles, B. Alan Clark, C. Mick Jones, or D. Jack Charlton? Noel, you look a bit excited.
John Charles. I know he scored 42 goals in one season.
I've got to say, my instinct is the big man, Il Gigante.
John Charles scored 42 goals in one season. He's got to be it. I'm telling you.
It's not Jack Charlton.
Nope.
Mick Jones never scored that many in a season.
No, it's John Charles. 42 goals.
Clark didn't either. So is it the big man?
It's John Charles. 42 goals.
No, we're not messing about here. Do we go to the audience first and use the final lifeline?
John Charles. John Charles, 42 goals.
Are you saying John Charles for £1 million? Final answer.
And it's the...
Yes, I'm saying John Charles. Final answer. 42 goals.
All goals, all comps, one season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's locked in now.
Right.
It's locked in now.
It's locked in. I'm going with it. Popey, trust me, brother.
I'm with you. Il Gigante. John Charles.
Noel Whelan. Adam Pope. The dynamic duo. Leeds United commentary. You just won £1 million! Come on! Well done! Absolute scene!
And really, nobody puts Whelan and Pope in the corner. Brilliant.
Wow.
Been big man.
Well done, Poster. We stuck together, mate.
We did. We worked it through, didn't we? There was a few tricky moments, but hey, top bin, 30 yards out. Either foot. We don't care.
And Lewis was all right with the 42. It's 42 goals, isn't it?
43 goals.
Was it 43? I was one out.
But,
wow.
But you knew it. That's all that matters. Sorry, Joe and Oscar, from the first episode. Joe and Oscar won the million with no lifelines remaining. You have won the million with one lifeline remaining.
That's all it takes.
Absolute scenes. 3 lifelines, £1 million. There were some tough questions in there as well. Knowledge. Well done.
BMX one did me. I had no idea BMX. No idea.
One. Ringing somebody who was on the pitch to give you their...
It's about who you know, not what you know. We had both.
Well, absolute scenes, lads. Thanks very much for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, cheers, Lewis.
Fucking the dogs bollocks, me and you. The dogs.
Next in the hot seat is Ralph Ineson and Matthew Lewis. Welcome to the channel. It's a pleasure to have you both on.
Yeah, pleasure to be here. Thanks, mate.
Great to be here.
So, Ralph, I know you best as Finchy. We just spoke off camera. I've always known you off the office from day one. But you've been in so much. It's kind of mental. And I saw an article on Twitter the other day, which I think you retweeted yourself, actually, but I'd seen it anyway, that said Ralph Ineson is in everything, and it's kind of true. And you just are, like, if you've been in Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, Star Wars, Titanic. I was watching Dr. Dolittle the other night, and I didn't even know you were in it. You just popped up, and I knew obviously you were coming on Millionaire, and I sat up and I went, what are the chances of that? Just popped up there, just shooting a few birds, and I'm like, he's just in everything.
Really good stuff as well. You don't do anything shit, do you?
But yeah, thankfully I've had the chance to work with like the Colin brothers twice, some really good people the last few years. So yeah, it's been a really nice few years.
But yeah, you're just in so many franchises. Like you've been in the MCU, Peaky Blinders, Sherlock Holmes. I think you were in.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, man! But
we're doing it 30 years. I get where water can.
Yeah, indeed. You just like a good range. Then you just like a good range of stuff.
I think it's more probably because of the sound of my voice and my look. Is that I kind of fit into those worlds a bit more than some more normal looking, down sounding actors do. maybe I just sound a little bit
Yorkshire,
otherworldly. Yeah, I don't know.
Fair enough. Matt, obviously, we know you best for playing the beloved Neville Longbottom in the Harry Potter film franchise. Recently, though, you appeared in All Creatures Great and Small, True Yorkshireman, and you're on the official Leeds United podcast. So I am expecting good things here. I've got high expectations. What is your general Leeds United knowledge like? Because you're a proper Yorkshireman, Leeds fan.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ralph and I have had the pleasure of working together a couple of times, and we've sort of bonded over Leeds United and stuff, and it's just something that's always been a part of my life, as I'm sure it has with Ralph. But my memory is just terrible as it is. So as much as I sort of, I know, because I was saying to you earlier, we were talking about something earlier, and you mentioned there might be a question on something, and I was like, yeah, I was there, but I can't bloody remember it. So I guess
that's the problem with football as well, is that you do have certain fans who are very dedicated to history and stats, but my football experience tends to be drinking a lot of lager and going to watch. So I don't really,
it's everyone's. It's everyone's.
Yeah, I might have been there. I was there in Milan with the Don Mattio's goal and stuff, but I don't really remember a lot about it.
Well, you basically covered it, but I'll ask you anyway. What is your general Leeds United knowledge like, Ralph, in terms of where would you say your strong points are in terms of memory?
I think that the times I was going the most was probably during the 90s. So that would probably be my strongest suit. I was going more regularly. I did the European jaunts in 99 and 2000. So I'd hope that even on train journeys, I must have read some programs. So I must remember something about it.
You must remember. You might just know little things, little pointless things that might crop up. Just give it your best shot, lads. Just give it your best shot.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, God.
So, right. Without further ado, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Here comes your first question for £100. Which sport is played at Thorpe Arch Training Ground? A, football, B, golf, C, rugby, or D, Quidditch?
We can go with A, can't we, Ralph?
Football.
Final answer?
Yeah.
It is indeed A, football. You got £100. Here's your question for £200. What is Marcelo Bielsa's nickname? A, El Bueno, B, El Mago, C, El Loco, or D, El Bucket?
El Loco.
Final answer?
Yes.
You got £200. Well done. Here's a question for £300. Leeds United fans often chant about being the champions of which continent? A, Europe, B, Africa, C, Australia, or D, Antarctica?
Go with A again there, I think, Ralph. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well done. You got £300. Here's a question for £500. Who scored Leeds United's winning goal at Old Trafford in 2010? A, Robert Snodgrass, B, Jermaine Beckford, C, Bradley Johnson, or D, Johnny Howson?
I mean,
at the Scrumptious Hall, it was Jermaine Beckford.
I had to listen to him bang on about it every week, so yeah.
Your podcast co-host, it is indeed Jermaine Beckford. You've got £500. Here's a question for £1,000. This is the least you will go away with if you get this question right. In British sitcom The Office, David Brent attempts to make conversation with Leeds fan Finchy by saying what? A, Leeds are doing well, B, Leeds are playing well, C, Leeds are passing well, or D, Leeds are coping well?
Leeds are doing well. If I get that wrong, Jesus. I'm running quote. It was 20
final
years.
Answer?
Yes, it is.
Well done, you got £1,000.
There we go.
Great theme, by the way. Great programme. Here's your question for £2,000. Who was named Leeds United's 2019-2020 Player of the Season? A, Ben White, B, Pablo Hernandez, C, Mateus Klitsch, or D, Liam Cooper?
Pablo on it. I mean, I'm not certain, but it's got to be Pablo on it.
You've got 4 lifelines left if you're not sure.
Yeah, it's got to be Pablo.
It's Pablo clicking it. It's got to be Pablo. That goal he scored at Swansea, it's got to be.
Yeah, I mean, Click had a good season, but not enough, I don't think, to that. Whereas again, Ben White had an amazing season, but I think I remembered if he was player of the season. Yeah, I've just got to be Pablo.
Do you want a lifeline or do you want to go with it?
Oh, we can go with it. We've got to get a bit further on.
Yeah.
B, Pablo Hernandez, final answer?
Yeah, Pablo Hernandez.
Yeah.
Well done, you got £2,000. Here's a question for £4,000. In April 2021, which Leeds United player scored twice to beat Manchester City at the Etihad? A. Gianni Alioski, B. Helder Costa, C. Stuart Dallas, or D. Rafinha?
Leeds own, innit? Leeds own Stuart Dallas.
Stuart Dallas.
Leeds-born Stuart Dallas. Final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done, you've got £4,000. Here's your question for £8,000. Leeds United fan Nicola Costa-Waldau is best known for playing which Game of Thrones character? A. Jon Snow, B. Ramsay Bolton, C. Jaime Lannister, or D. Ned Stark?
Jaime Lannister.
Final answer.
Absolutely.
Well done, you've got £8,000. Here's your question then for £16,000. Still got 4 lifelines remaining. Very good position that you're in. Which trophy did Leeds United win 3 months before the 1969 moon landing? A. The League Cup, B. The FA Cup, C. The Second Division, or D. The First Division?
But we won it in 69, didn't we? We won the league in 69 and 72 or 3, wasn't it? Won it twice.
Yeah, won it in 69. And then the moon landing was in July. So would the season have been over back then in July?
Yeah, the season would have been finished, wouldn't it? The season would have been April, May.
Would it?
But I'm pretty sure we won the league in 69.
Yeah, definitely won the league in 69.
So was it the season that starts in 69 or the season that finished in 69?
No, I think it was the 68-69 season we won.
Right.
I mean, the FA Cup won till 72.
No, so it's definitely not that. And I was...
It's either the Division 1 or the League Cup.
Yeah. Do you want to take a 50-50 just in case it knocks one of them out?
Yeah, if it leaves us with both of them, we'll be screwed, won't we? But yeah, we can try it.
We will, but then we're both convinced we won the league in 69.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what years we won the League Cup, which is a basic flaw in my research. We're going on it tonight. It's just basically looked up on the what trophies.
Do you want to use your 50-50 lifeline?
Yeah.
Let's go for that, and hopefully that will give us.
Okay. Computer, can you take away 2 wrong answers, leaving 1 wrong answer and the correct answer? And you are left with A, the League Cup, and D, the First Division. They always tell you never to say the 2 that you think it is.
Yeah.
You're using a 50-50 lifeline.
They beat Arsenal in League Cup, didn't they? But I don't know when it was. Why don't I know when it was? The only thing that's throwing me off is how late it is in the year. When did you say it was 3 months before the moon landing?
3 months prior to the 1969 moon landing.
So that would have been in April, like end of April. Yeah, end April, May. So
yeah, let's just go for the Division 1.
Division 1. All right. Yeah. All right.
I can reveal the right answer after the break. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back to the Celebrity Leeds United edition of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Before the break, we left Ralph Ineson and Matthew Lewis on the £16,000 question, which was which trophy did Leeds United win 3 months prior to the 1969 moon landing? The options were A, League Cup, B, FA Cup, C, Second Division, or D, First Division. They narrowed it down by using a 50-50 lifeline, which left them with League Cup and First Division, and they've locked in the First Division. I can now reveal that the right answer is D, the First Division. Got £16,000. Well done. Three lifelines remaining. Here's your question for £32,000. Which former Leeds United player had a goal disallowed in the 1975 European Cup final? A, Billy Bremner, B, Johnny Giles, C, Joe Jordan, or D, Peter Lorimer?
D, right?
I don't remember Beckenbauer bringing Clark down for the penalty that wasn't given. I would say it was Lorimer's goal was disallowed, but I'm not saying.
I'm pretty sure it was Lorimer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's good. That was my instinct. I distinctly remember the Beckenbauer bringing Clark down, but I can't remember who hit the shot. But I do think it's Lorimer.
Yeah, I do as well.
Let's go for it. Let's be confident.
Yeah, let's do it.
Come on. Champions of Europe. Final answer.
Yeah, lock it in.
Lorimer.
You've just won £32,000. Well done. That's a really slow walk away with. Here's your question then. For £64,000, you've got three lifelines remaining. Who knocked Leeds United out of the European Cup in 1992? A, Valencia, B, Rangers, C, Liverpool, or D, Wolfsburg?
Rangers.
Final answer?
1992.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there both games.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
It is indeed B, Rangers. You've got £64,000. Flying through. Making it the first of the four remaining questions for £125,000. How many competitive games did Jack Charlton play for Leeds United? A, 703, B, 733, C, 753, or D, 773?
I knew it ended in a 3.
Yeah.
Because it was one more than Bremner. I knew that. But God, which one was it?
I know which two I think it's the, but we've already done our 50-50, haven't we? So I think the highest. I think it's 772.
I just can't. I can't even offer anything, mate.
I kind of think that the Twitter poll might know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the audience.
You want to ask the audience?
Yeah.
It might be worth to go because I think it is 773, but I'm willing to believe it's 753.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's the young guy. It's definitely not the least number, the 703.
No.
I think it's 773, but I'm not confident enough to go out without. If you don't completely agree.
Right. No, I just can't. I can't really offer you anything. I think we should go with the poll. Yeah.
The results from the poll on Twitter, ask the audience / ask the followers, are in. 10% said 703. 25% said 733. 35% said 753. And 30% said 773. And that's from 48 votes in a minute.
Well, that's as much as the chocolate fire yards now.
Indeed. 3 questions remaining after this to get to the million. You've got 2 lifelines remaining. Phone a friend and Google the answer.
Should we just go for it?
I think we go for it. Yeah, I'm a bit weird with numbers. I think I would remember if it was a repeated number. That's all I can offer, to be honest. I think it's one of the higher ones. But I think, we might smash it. We might get on. We might get a weird question that we were at a game and nobody else knows. But that's the only way we're going to win this. We're not going to win it by we got to take some chances.
Yeah, no,
so
I'm with you.
We got to keep Googling for the fact you can.
Agreed.
Yeah, cool. 753, final answer.
If you just said A, 703, you'd have been wrong. If you just said B, 733, you'd have been wrong. If you just said D, 773, you'd have been right. You've just lost.
Oh. Well, it had to be Death or Glory.
For the useless Twitter followers you've got.
Yeah.
Unlucky lads, but it's been an absolute pleasure having you both on, and you gave it a good go. You got quite far, but you leave on 32,000.
Oh, I wish.
You wish. It's not real money. Who cares? It's just
to be honest, we fucked it as well. So we had the chance.
Yeah.
We had the chance of glory, and we fucked it. So we'll just.
You have 2 lifelines left as well.
Yeah,
but you just thought.
I'm jet lagged as it is, and I'm not going to sleep tonight now.
Next in the hot seat, it's Bryn and Mike Bushell.
Ooh. Come on, Bryn.
Lads, welcome to the channel, and more importantly, the show. It's great to have you both on.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Brilliant, Lewis. Yeah, an honour. Marching on to the title, I'm sure.
So, Bryn, currently working on LUTV, of course, and Mike on BBC Breakfast. Over 50 years of broadcasting between you. That's some achievement.
I'm a survivor.
Bryn, what is your general Leeds United knowledge like?
Well, we're about to find out, aren't we?
Are you confident, though?
Well, I mean, it's not my club in the sense that I've been watching Leeds play since 1992, but my team is Wrexham, if you like.
Yeah.
So if this was the Wrexham version, I'd be relatively confident. However, I think I've absorbed a bit over the however many years it is I've been watching, following, talking to Leeds United people. So, I mean, we are about to find out, but I think there's a little bit in there. We'll see.
Brilliant. And Mike, the same question goes to you.
I think I've got the experience of time though on this one, because it was about 1970. I was 5 years old, growing up in Stevenage in Hertfordshire. Should have been an Arsenal fan or a Tottenham fan or a Luton fan, but everyone at school was Leeds. I was told by a big lad, "You are Leeds."
Ooh.
We were glory hunters, weren't we? Those days, title winners of '69. But I remember the '72 Cup final. I remember throwing cushions around the living room, not to be advised, when we got unfairly beaten by Munich, '75. All those years ago now. So I've followed through thick and thin, as the song goes. And Jimmy Adams and all those 1980s memories. Going to Ellen Road when I lived up near Leeds when I was 11 onwards. So I can remember some very, very dark days. I was there in Bournemouth when we got promoted.
Yeah.
So a lot of memories. So hopefully some older questions I'll be all right to help us out, Bryn.
Well, Mike, let's hope you don't slip up. No pun intended. I had to get it in there.
There's no pools. There's no swimming pools here. And they seem floors up, so if I fall off here, I'm in trouble.
Are you both ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Right. First question for £100. Elland Road is located in which county? A, North Yorkshire, B, South Yorkshire, C, East Yorkshire, or D, West Yorkshire?
I don't think we have to confer on that one, do we, Bryn?
You go for it, Mike, just in case.
Well, of course it is West Yorkshire.
Final answer?
Yes. Lock it in.
Correct, you got £100.
Yeah, thank God for that.
Yeah, I know.
£200. Marcelo Bielsa's first league game in charge of Leeds United was against who? A, Brentford, B, Sheffield United, C, Stoke City, or D, Sunderland?
I'm sure you were there as well, Bryn, were you?
I wasn't actually, but I think I know it. I think it's I think it's Stoke City. So unless you wildly disagree, I think that's what we'll be going for.
Definitely. I was there. Amazing. Remember being blown away by the performance 3-1. Peter Crouch said they were blown away at the time as well. Yeah. Stoke City, final answer.
Stretch got £200. Straight on to £300. Who is currently the chairman of Leeds United? A. Massimo Cellino. B. Ken Bates. C. Andrea Radrizzani. Or D. Peter Risdale.
Oh, you're trying to give us nightmares. With one of
trip
those.
down memory lane, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? No. I'm sure they will try their best. Well, I think we know. Go for it, Bryn.
Yes. I think we'll go for Andrea, shall we? Radrizzani.
Gretsch got £300, of course. £500. Billy Bremner's famous Leeds United slogan is side before self every what? A. Day. B. Night. C. Game. Or D. Time.
This one from your era, isn't it, Mike? And I think I know it, but I will.
No.
Confirm.
I've heard the phrase so many times, but now that little word.
I'm saying time is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think time, but this is when your mind starts playing tricks, because it's something you hear every day. It's like those obvious things, isn't it? Oh, hold on. Go on, let's go for that.
Time, final answer.
Yeah.
Correct, you got £500.
Phew.
God, Jesus, this is getting bad now.
It is, isn't it? Sweating buckets already.
The first 5 are always relatively easy, so don't think you're ahead of the game just yet.
No.
Definitely wouldn't do that.
£1,000, your first safety net. This is the minimum you will go away with if you get this question right. Who scored Leeds United's winning goal at the Liberty Stadium in July 2020? A. Patrick Bamford. B. Pablo Hernandez. C. Luke Ayling. Or D. Jack Harrison.
Yeah, we know this.
I think I might know this one.
Yeah, Bryn, I think I had a hunch that you might know this. Yeah,
I think I've listened to it a billion times, Bryn. So thank you.
This is the one I wish I'd had 10p for every rerun of that particular.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not sure you remember, Bryn, but I literally came over to you. You were walking. It was a promotion night, the Friday night, and you were walking down the stairs into the East Stand entrance. And I come over to you absolutely, out of it. And I just got all your hands, shook your hand. I'm like, that commentary was phenomenal, Bryn. Well done.
It was. It was.
Thank you.
That was when I was going to rescue my car in the car park.
Oh, was it? Oh dear. Yeah.
I do remember it, although I was focused on other things, but I do remember it. Yeah.
Brilliant.
So we're going for Pablo Hernandez, I think, aren't we, on that?
Yeah,
basis?
it was brilliant. Thank you, Bryn. It was fantastic.
It was
You're absolutely
final answer. Yeah.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Well done, you got £1,000.
Woo!
Got there. We got £1,000. Right. Now, it's not going to be so straightforward. Here's your question for £2,000. What city was Marcelo Bielsa born in? A. Leeds. B. Rosario. C. Buenos Aires. Or D. Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah, I'm okay here, I think.
Yeah, you going for Rosario as well?
I'm going for very much for Rosario, I read the Bielsa book.
Yeah, I've seen
I think I'm on it for this
documentaries.
One. Yeah, we should be okay here. Rosario.
Mules, old boys.
That's it.
Final answer, yep.
Yeah.
Gretsch, you got £2,000.
Woo.
Here's your question for £4,000. Who became the very first person to win Leeds United's Player of the Year award 3 years running? A. Gordon Strachan. B. Alex Moat. C. Lee Bowyer. Or D. Pablo Hernandez.
Ooh. 3 years running.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, well, we know Pablo did, but
he did, yeah. But what was he the
first? Strachan winning the 3 years running, obviously in a great season, getting us up. Then the title, well, finishing 4th in '91. Then the title. He was instrumental. Whether he outdid Lee Chapman, Eric, Speedy, McAllister, even I can't see that he'd done it 3 years running. To be fair, but it could be wrong there. Should we go for a lifeline?
Yeah, 50-50.
50-50, yeah.
You want to use your 50-50 lifeline?
Yeah.
Okay, computer, take away £2,000. wrong answers, leaving 1 wrong answer and the right answer. And you are left with A, Gordon Strachan, and D, Pablo Hernandez.
As I
thought that might be the case.
Doesn't really get us anywhere then, does it?
No.
After all that, we could. I don't know, mate. It's got very difficult very quickly, didn't it? Yeah, go on. Then. Let's make that call.
What, we're going Pablo Hernandez?
Yeah, I think we are. That was my initial reaction.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Let's lock it in.
Go on.
D, Pablo Hernandez, final answer.
Yeah.
It's the right answer. You got £4,000. Good call.
Trust your instincts.
Here's your question for £8,000. 3 lifelines remaining. What is currently Leeds United's highest finish in the Premier League? A, 2nd, B, 3rd, C, 5th, or D, 6th?
I'm saying 3rd here, Mike.
Yeah, it is, because we did 5th, 4th, 3rd,
That's
4th,
right.
5th.
In successive years.
Yeah.
That's a good memory, that, Mike.
So 3rd, yeah. I remember the stats, because there was one year we should have qualified the Champions League, but for some weird thing, there was one less team going into the Champions League, and it was a Wes Brown own goal that cost us.
Yeah.
But,
I was comparing the records with away wins, and in the 3rd, 4th, 5th they finished in consecutive seasons. In those seasons they won 9 away games. So this year they won 10. So they actually won more away games.
That's incredible.
That's
I didn't know that.
Yeah, most
stats
Premier League
upon
wins.
stats.
Yeah.
You can have those for nothing.
It's good telly. It's good telly.
If that's a future question, keep it in.
Yeah.
You're going B, 3rd final answer.
Yes.
3rd position, yeah.
It's correct. You got £8,000. Just flying through, man. You're flying through.
Yeah.
£16,000. Prior to Liam Cooper, who was Leeds United's captain? A, Liam Bridcut, B, Lewis Cook, C, Charlie Taylor, or D, Luke Murphy?
That's a difficult one. My brain recently is not as quick as
I wasn't seeing quite so much of Leeds in the days of the 4 names mentioned there, I must admit.
Yeah, that's good. Sorry, you couldn't. I think Lewis Cook did. That would have been too young, wouldn't he?
I don't think Charlie Taylor did he?
No. Luke Murphy or Liam Bridcut, but this is the most recent. Did he say we had Google as one on? As one ask Google?
Yeah, go for it.
Right, so hold on. You've got 30 seconds to Google the answer starting
really?
now.
Right, typing spills now. 20 captains. Come on. Scrolling down. Okay, got it. Yep.
Got it?
Yeah.
10 seconds
Going
to spare.
for Liam Bridcut.
Yeah.
Liam
just seen it as
Bridcut,
well.
final answer.
Yeah.
Well done, you've got 16,000.
Well, thank you, Google. Actually, to be fair, that would have been the instinct.
For £32,000. Marcelo Bielsa won an Olympic gold medal in which year? A, 2001, B, 2003, C, 2004, or D, 2005?
Well, I think we know that one because... there's only one of those was an Olympic year.
Go on then, you'll know.
Well, yeah, because...
You probably
2000 was the 2000 was the Sydney Olympics. 2004 was the Athens Olympics. So 2001, 2003, 2004, 2005. The only one of those years was Olympic year was 2004. So I was there, but I didn't cover the football. But it was 2004 Athens Olympics.
Well, on the real Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, they don't like to do trick questions, but I tried it and it failed. And it is true. 32,000.
Yay!
Now, you've got a decision to make. You've got 5 questions remaining to get to the million. You've got 2 lifelines remaining. You can either trade in your £32,000 safety net for a lifeline revival, or you can carry on with 2 lifelines and keep your £32,000 safety net.
I'm happy to add that lifeline to take it all the way to the top, mate.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Lifeline revival over the safety net.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which lifeline should we revive?
Lifeline would you like to revive?
Well, it's got to be the 50-50, yeah.
Or Google.
Or views.
Google.
Oh no,
Google
the Google one. Yeah, of course the Google one.
We've only got 30 seconds, haven't we?
You're reviving the Google lifeline. Final answer?
Yeah, we are.
Okie doke. You've now got the Google lifeline, the Ask the Audience / followers lifeline, and the Phone a Friend lifeline, with 5 questions remaining to get to £1 million. You're in a very, very strong position here. Here we go. Here's your question for £64,000. Which country did Leeds United player Calvin Phillips make his England debut against in September 2020? A, Iceland, B, Denmark, C, Belgium, or D, Poland?
I think I know that one.
I think it was Iceland, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, because remember, it was the first time they'd played them since, first time they'd played them since the Euros, and it was a qualifier, wasn't it, for the World Cup? Because I'm sure that was the first of them. Or was it Poland was later on?
Yeah, that was like it was in the Nations League thing, wasn't it?
I think it is Iceland.
It was in the little Nations League group at the start of this season, that flurry of Nations League matches, September, October time. So
was it the Nations League then, not the World Cup qualifiers?
No, I don't think it was World Cup qualifiers. It was
Nation Leagues then.
Because England were in the group with Iceland, Belgium, England.
Yeah, it was Belgium then, wasn't it? Well, Belgium was in there.
So they played. So they played them all home and away, but I think the away game with Iceland was the one that they got the last minute goal in to win the game when they were drawing.
Yeah.
Belgium at home.
I think they cocked up against Belgium because they didn't go out. They didn't go through in the.
They didn't win it. No. If that brings us to Iceland and Belgium,
we could play safe and Google it.
Yeah. Let's take that one here, shall we?
Yeah. Let's Google.
So it's his England debut, isn't it?
So
we're going Google.
You using your Google lifeline again?
Yeah.
Okay, you've got 30 seconds to Google the answer, starting now.
Okay. Oh, come on, type. Here we go. Whoops. God, good job we did that.
Go on.
It's Denmark.
With 7 seconds
Just remaining. Denmark. Good effort.
Hey?
Well done. Good call.
Disjointed Denmark draw.
B, Denmark, final answer.
We're going beat. Yeah, we are. Yeah. 0-0 draw.
Well done. You've got 64,000.
That could have been points. We've gone Iceland.
Oh, that could have been curtains if you'd not changed your decision at the very last second. Good call.
Yeah.
Very good call. Here's your question.
I don't expect it.
For £125,000. In 1968, Ellen Road pitch was moved 30 feet in which direction? A, north.
I know this.
B, south.
Yeah, I do.
C, east, or D, west? Bryn?
Well, it went towards the Kop. So it went north then, didn't it? Moved north.
Yeah, it would be east or south, east or west, would it? It would be west hand, east hand, yeah.
North, final answer?
So I'm saying north. I was reading the book, The Only Place for Us, just last night. Which is all about Ellen Road.
He's been doing it. He's been doing the research.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant, Bryn.
Wow.
It's research.
You know
so this better
Bryn?
be right.
It's paid off because you won £125,000. Wow. 3 questions remaining. 2 lifelines left.
Oh,
no pressure. No pressure. For £250,000. Who scored Leeds United's winning goal against Stuttgart at the Nou Camp in 1992? A. Carl Schutt. B. John Newsom. C. Rod Wallace. Or D. Chris Fairclough. Bryn again.
Some people are on the pitch.
Yeah.
I didn't go. I had the chat. I should have been working for Radio Leeds, but I already had a holiday booked in Marbella or somewhere. So I had to go with my mates on the holiday instead. But I know that the person who scored the winning goal, as Mike will confirm here, was Carl Schutt.
Yeah, it's famous bit of commentary again, isn't it?
That's right.
Used on various podcasts and stuff. Yeah.
Carl Schutt, final
So
answer.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You've just won £250,000. Good going. 2 questions left. 2 lifelines left. For £500,000. Don Revie was close to joining which club before being appointed Leeds United manager in March 1961? A. Barnsley. B. Middlesbrough. C. Bournemouth. Or D. Sunderland. Now, you've got 2 lifelines left, so you don't need to go in blind with either of these questions. You've done well to be in this position.
Yeah.
But if you get it wrong, you fall all the way back down to the £1,000 because you've got no £32,000 safety net anymore.
That's fine. That's whatever.
Yeah.
It's not real money. Who cares?
Who cares,
Have you got any clue on that one?
Well, I would say Sunderland would have been top division, wouldn't they? At that time. So I don't think it would have been Sunderland because he was not at that stage. It was it was his
That's right.
first managerial appointment, wasn't it? Because he was there as a player.
Yeah.
But my suspicion is it would have been Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
On the basis of the fact that they were kind of pitched at roughly the sort of same level as Leeds were.
Yes,
at that
that's my instinct would be one of those two. But yeah, you're right about Sunderland. I don't think it would be Bournemouth. I don't think.
I've never. I've read around that quite a lot, and I've never. Barnsley nor Bournemouth are ringing any bells for me. I was hoping it was going to be the one. Who did he nearly go to while he was at Leeds? Because I was reading about that last night.
Yeah. So, ask the audience. That's a good shout. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we'll remind.
Okay,
actually, ask the audience then, shall we?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's get everybody involved.
You want to ask the audience?
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a poll on my Twitter with a minute on it. And you know what? Let's see what the people's knowledge is like. 8,000 followers. Whoever sees that within a minute. Let's see.
Come on, Twitter sphere.
Come on, people. Help us here.
Yeah.
There's £1 million to be won, for God's sake.
Exactly.
Between Barnsley, Middlesbrough, Bournemouth and Sunderland, who was the club that Don Revie nearly joined before becoming Leeds United manager in March 1961. And the audience, with an overwhelming 45% vote,
Good.
has gone Middlesbrough.
Okay.
But
well done.
You
Bryn,
don't
I'm backing you on this.
have to go with the audience.
No, it was our call anyway. So
well, your call, yeah, definitely a good call as well.
Let's go with Middlesbrough.
Are you going Middlesbrough? Final answer.
Yes. Final answer.
Yes.
Come on, Borough.
For £500,000, is Middlesbrough the club that Don Revie nearly joined before becoming Leeds United manager in March 1961? Find out after the break.
Oh, you rotter.
Welcome back to the celebrity Leeds United edition of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Before the break, we saw Bryn and Mike Bushell go for £500,000 by saying that Middlesbrough was at the club that Don Revie nearly joined before becoming Leeds United manager in March 1961. The options were Barnsley, Middlesbrough, Bournemouth and Sunderland. They used the Ask the Audience / Ask the Followers lifeline, and with an overwhelming 45% vote, within a minute, they said Middlesbrough. Bryn and Mike locked Middlesbrough in. Is it the right answer? It's the wrong answer.
Oh,
the answer is C, Bournemouth.
Really?
Oh, there you go. Wasn't even on the radar.
Well, no, exactly. It's the one we dismissed, isn't it?
You've just
That was a
lost
toughie.
£249,000.
Well. Keep working.
Oh, well. Yeah. Let's see how the others do. I can't wait to see how the others are doing.
Thanks very much for coming on, lads. And thank you all for watching this Celebrity Leeds United edition of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Some did well, some didn't do too well. Nobody knows how each of us done until this comes out. But thanks very much for watching. Ralph's getting the lead salute in there. Love that. Thanks very much for watching. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye. Will be revealed after the break. Don't go anywhere. Would you like a cup of tea, lads? Anyone want any refreshment?
Fucking brandy, mate.
Something a bit stronger.
There was I remember reading it, and I was like, wow, 8-1. I was like, okay. Because it was my two teams, Palace as well. It just stays with me.
Oh, man,
This
sick.
is forever, at least until the world stops going round.
Oh,
right.
Gosh.
This isn't a time for jokes. It's not a time for jokes. Here it is. The £1 million question.
I finally got all my hands on this. And,
wow. Okay.
I've got as far as 1939, so anything pre-war, I'm all over it. Didn't you say Bryn had read the entire history of Leeds United the night before?
He did, yeah.
Brilliant.
He did.
Like he needs it anyway.
He did. He came on and he went, I've read the whole history of Leeds United in a book last night. What, the whole book? And he went, yeah, pretty much. I went, right. Fair enough. So you've got that to compete with, lads. Here's a question for £8,000. Leeds United fan. Oh, I forgot how to pronounce his name. You'll have to help me here, Ralph. It's
Nikolai Costa-Waldau.
Thank you. You knew it was. You knew it was before I even had to say. Say it again.
Nikolai Costa-Waldau.
Waldau, right. Nikolai Costa-Waldau.
I think that's it. That's just my reading.
If I get it wrong, it's on you. So, here's your question for £8,000. Leeds United fan Nikolai Costa-Waldau is best known. I got that wrong, didn't I?
He'll do.
No, it won't do. I need to get it right.
We know what we're talking about. I can't believe that you don't have the temptation to do the. Can't remember the name of the Indian actor who does it in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Oh, the Slumdog Millionaire. Oh, when he does the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Oh, and there's a proper mad Japanese guy as well who does Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and he gets right in faces at contestants like, final answer, is it your final answer? And it's literally like, I'd shit myself. There's a few mad hosts around the world that are a bit more energetic than Chris Tarrant.
Old Chris.
Old Chris, yeah. Big Harry Fox. We're done. I'm off. I'm off to bed. I can't talk. Right.
Was that Harry Flopper?
Right. I'm a natural broadcaster.
Good style, Lewis. Absolutely.
Right.
Very good.
Held attention there. Very good.